Hi again, Old Man Rick again, and County Crossing again. I'd like to once again show off a couple other little trader stands that I've fleshed out for my last video. Now that I have OC Decorator, I feel comfortable going back through and fleshing these things out and actually really decorating with junk and making things look a little more lived in. In the center of my big ass county crossing, which is pretty much surrounded by buildings, which I use as walls. In the very center that used to be like farming area, there's now this, and it has been for a while, this building in the center, 2-story. The bottom floor is, it was until this video, just kind of a blank area. Bottom floor was just a holding place for 3 trader stands, and then upstairs, I intend that to be housing. So here I call it the Oxhorn Square building, and the last remaining trader stall is still for rent. And then over toward the I think north side, I've moved in Vaut Tech Rep. He's a level 4 trader. If you put him in a level 3 trading stand. And so I built this up. This was the first one I put in. Outside, have just some junk decoration, and just to make it look like, you know, things are going on here. And he's got his comfortable little place. And this is, of course, very obviously a variation of the trader stands that Davey at No Respawns taught people to do. That looks so great, where you glitch in or rug glitch in the trader stand inside these fence pieces, wall pieces, and have the shelf sticking out in front. It does. It really looks great. Thank you, Davey. Getting a little more in depth into that is to this side. I gave him this nice security door. I always pretend that it's like a combination lock. He has to slide a card or something to get in there, just to keep his stuff safe when he's at the bar at night and sleeping and things like that. So have just a junky looking dresser and tool chest, and over here have a steam trunk. And looking back at this now, I'm a little heavy on toys. This should be actually more of a general trader, but it's a little toy centric. But what the heck, I can always change that now that I see it. I've got a couple color changing lights, and I've been working on that. Holy crap, there's so many people that I subscribe to that are just masterful at lighting, and I would love any advice that you have to give me, please. And this weird poster, what is this? I imagine this to be, if your junk is located really high on your body and you have a woolly bush above it, don't wag all of that in front of the face of a bear. Could be wrong. Leave your comments or suggestions on why I'm wrong below. I don't know. Going back around, I kind of cleaned up the sign. I had it like Dr. Potama Medical Clinic or something, but nah, Make it Potomac Air. She's so awesome. Get rid of my stupid pun and just make it exactly what she would do. Over here, this third stall is now Gummy Bears Chem Shop. And when I first made this, it was Weedy Weedertons, but the sign was just too long and it looked stupid, and that was a stupid name. So I just changed it to Gummy Bears. So this is Gummy Bear. He's wearing like Adam Cat's like leather stuff and has a cowboy hat and these freaky glasses that kind of makes me look like he's a professional wrestler or something like that. I like the storefront here. Even though somebody else did this much better. Brother BUFORD has a video for his EGRET Tours Marina. And back towards the dock area, he has a hotel, and he put his hotel proprietor back behind something similar. And I'm going to link to that below, because what he did is enormously better than what I did. It just looks so much better. What happened was, I think I watched that one day when I was homesick, and then here it is months later, I thought about it again and tried to reproduce it, and I just really missed the mark. I think what I did was, this is something I think I got from Davey at No Respawns, where you can put in a concrete wall, the one that just has the three open window looking panels. But you can also, if you get it just right, the vanilla game will let you put in this expanded metal piece inside the exact same spot. So now it looks secure. And that's exactly what I did over here. But I promise you, go to Brother BUFORD's. What he did instead was he used the concrete door piece with this expanded metal door that is closed. And there's just something about that combination that looks so much better than what I did. Go see the video. You'll see it for yourself and agree. I suspect you'll agree that it looks better. But again, I have like the wooden pieces like Davey taught us to do. And at the same time, I kind of wanted a shelf out here, but I did not want the top of the sign for this trader station to stick outside of the wall. I wanted it to be completely hidden. So I kept having to push the trader stall back, and so that meant no shelf sticking out. Still wanted a shelf. I thought about putting up a metal shelf from just a plain old, how many times can I say shelf? The shelf tab. But instead, I decided to rug glitch in, you see it there, a picnic table. So the top part is now the shelf, and then there's also seating. So you can come up here, buy goods from this trader, and I guess just enjoy it right there. I'd like to decorate this, but you cannot put stuff on top of the picnic table. If you see my previous video, you can see how you can kind of tediously glitch in an elevated rug and hopefully hide it, and then you can place stuff on top of it just as you wish. But anyway, going back around for the rest of the decoration, this is employees only, restricted area. It's a chem shop. The actual trader shop is I guess this would be a level 3 medical, so it's a hospital, but it does say chem, so that works out really nice. All my little signs, and the one that says bake, that kind of cracked me up. I it's like I went out of my way to make this the most stereotypical, silly ass build whatsoever. So instead of saying bakery, now it says bake, question mark, or bake, exclamation marks. And I even put a street number on it. Again, super stereotypical, to the point of being ridiculous. Maybe I should tone some of this back. I don't know. But I like all the green lighting around, and I especially like how these green kind of lantern lights from Vault look next to the yellow glowing globe lights from Far Harbor. On the shelf, you know, there are all kinds of little ingredients and maybe some things that this chemist has already made, and maybe some ingredients down here for works in progress. And like I said, you know, the crazy ass glasses, that just kind of cracked me up. And finally, if you really look at this, I put in these ferns to maybe represent some other type of plant, which is kind of funny that I would do that because I'm like the most boring straight-laced person in the planet. But I like how they stick out, and it kind of makes, from this view, the room look full of these certain plants. And I also saw a different video. I'll have to find his name and give him credit, because down below, glitched in and lowered for elevation, is a flamethrower trap that if you let those activate and just run out of fuel, you're prompted to rebuild it for the next intrusion, or you can just let it sit there and smoke. So now I have this little smoky thing, and I glitched it in just right so there's this pipe looking thing with smoke coming out of it. I wish there was room to put in several more of those and just make this as smoky as hell. But I guess maybe I ran out of patience, and so I didn't take that any farther. But anyway, that's what I've done since the last video, and I hope you like it, and I hope maybe you got at least one idea out of it. But again, I do want to say I love the way other people light their buildings, and there just seems to be something super duper missing from over on this side, and I'd sure like advice. I'm gonna break for a second, then come back at night and just see if somebody can, I don't know, just see a different view, the night view, and hopefully offer some advice. There's just something I'm missing. I would love a tutorial on lighting for those people who are so good at it. Help me out, buddies. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here's my night tour. Love the multicolored sign. Gummy bears. I like his place. All the green lighting. I still think that's kind of fun. A little bit overbearing, but I still like it. And I did put in, I think, some track lighting or ground track lighting. I'm not really sure, to really illuminate the vendor. And I think that kind of toned it down a little bit. But on this other side, there's just a little bit of warmth that I feel like I'm missing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I like the look of this from the outside. I have like the 4-track lighting up here, which I think is kind of the perfect amount of light for the outside. But inside, I don't know, it looks kind of flat, so please help me out with this. Inside, what I have is color changing lights. I have 4 of them. I've got a red, and these are like on the lowest setting. The red, the blue, and over here yellow, and another blue. I just feel like there's something that I'm just not quite hitting, and would love to hear your advice on this. It looks okay, but I just think it could be a lot better. I don't know if maybe I have too much track lighting out here that's just kind of washing out the warm colors inside. But anyway, please help me out, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.